trapped. I'm just kidding. But I am slightly ashamed of this next bunch because I'll be honest, it's all donkeys. No regrets. Okay, so a couple of these will be repeats just because some of them are naturally died and they were part of the naturally died group. But we're going to start strong with the donkey that made me love donkeys. Introducing Tanuki. I was hunting with Snowfire and we worked together to try to complete our IUH logs. And she said, if you happen to find a pearly orange, let me know. And then she left the island and I immediately said, please come back and catch this friggin' donkey. And at the time I was so mad because this was my first high that I ever caught by myself. My first self-caught high. And I was like, really? A donkey? But then I put this cute little sun hat on him and these cute little water wings. And I was like, oh, darn it. This donkey is forever homed. And that is why I named him Tanuki. Tanuki is a shape-shifting Japanese dog. Named Tanuki because you're over here shape-shifting my opinion on freaking donkeys. Next up is Flower. If you have seen my natural dye videos, you've seen Flower. She's my rose gold. Also self-caught. Valentine's Limited. Mammoth donkey. These two. So, you know when you catch like a really cool IUH and it has like a ridiculously high spawn rate and you're like, wow, oh my gosh, look at this 1 in a billion chance. These things are 1 in 4.54 billion. And it is because of this right here. These are forever full caught donkeys. But wait, it gets better because they were also a twin spawn. I didn't know it though. If you look at the time that they were caught, we've got 58, 11, 49. Oh wait, here we go. 12:36 p.m. 12:03. So you've got almost a 30-minute difference because I caught them on Glacier and one was hiding around the corner. So I caught one and I was like, oh, haha, so funny. I just got a forever full donkey. And then on my next pass around, I was like, oh my gosh, another forever full donkey. And then it slowly sank in that I had gotten forever full donkey spawns in the form of a twin spawn. So my most ridiculous catch is that. Anyways, I love them, and I would die for them, and fight me over them. Okay, the next up is Parfait. Once again, Parfait has been a part of my natural dyes. This was a birthday gift from the lovely Cray Snowfire. My cute little rare coat mammoth donkey with her blue and pink. Blue and pink is like one of my favorite combos, so when she gave me this, I was like, yee! We get to actually get into some IUHs now with the donkeys. So we got Tanuki over there, and then we've got, this is Bubblegum. Bubblegum was caught by Cray Snowfire, and the black and pink was like an obsession that I had during that time. So she traded me this cutie patootie. I don't even friggin' remember what for anymore, but that's besides the point, because I love him, and he's mine forever. Her? What are genders? Her. There we go. Alright. This this is ridiculous. There was somebody in Trading Hub. And you know how like when you're kind of just rotting there, you kind of wander around and see what everybody else is looking for. And this one girl had a mismatch thoroughbred that had like amethyst and emerald to it. And her thing said looking for accessories that match this horse. And I was like, oh yeah, I got a couple things in here I could like give you. And so I put him in the trade window, and then she puts this freaking thing in here, and I was like, yes, absolutely, please take all the accessories, give me the rare coat pink donkey, I need it. And I had just gotten one of these pink stable blankets in a trade too, so it was very serendipitous. This thing? Oh my gosh, this friggin' donkey. Okay, I'm trying to remember what I traded. Oh, it was a bunch of... That's what it was. Hold on, I got a cough. I'm gonna mute and spare you. Okay, done dying. I caught this donkey. Not caught. Got. By trading a bunch of mismatched shires. I think it was like... I don't know. 5 or 6 of them? 6 or 7? I can't remember. But I remember when she was like, I want mismatched shires. I was like, okay. I would expect a pretty decent IUH. And then she said, I have a donkey. And I was like, alright, I'll see it. But I will not guarantee you. Ooh, okay. Say less, friend. Take all the mismatched shires you want. Give me the donkey. And Bug Zapper has lived with me ever since. This one is a recent donkey edition. Once again, courtesy of the lovely Cray Snowfire. I've been trying to get this coat. I literally was going to the board and searching dark brown masked donkeys to try to get this freaking coat. And she's like, here, just have it. I was like, no way. Naturally dyed, red to black. Super cute. I love it. It is so adorable. Cherry tomato brings me such joy. Eventually I'll have an IUH on this coat, but for now we've got a cherry tomato. Next up here is our little chapstick baby. This is another self-caught. That's how this happened. It started with self-caught donkeys and then slowly morphed into me accidental purposefully trading for donkeys. I still have no regrets. Little pearly red. I've got like 3 main IUH colors that I have, and while I'm like, yeah, they're super cute, it'd be nice to have a little more variety, so I might hair swap this baby at some point. Who freaking knows, but for now there's chapstick. This one is one of the first ones that I like actively traded a hefty chunk for. This is Daith. Also the first one that made me realize, I have no tiger stripe accessories. It was full on panic, but with a little time and patience, I made it happen. Definitely need some more shields and stuff. Still pretty bare, but trying my best. The tiger stripes go perfect with this coat. I'm so excited. He's so cute. Plus he's a little clingy baby, you know? I love my independent horses, but I have an equally soft spot for the independent babies. Can't remember if I included this one, because I have quite a few of the lavender fades. And there's only so much barn space, but this is Wisteria. I have been resisting the urge so far to collect all the white coat donkeys that I see. I just want to offer for them all. But then there's like this little mini me in my brain that just slaps myself. Psh, don't do that. And you'll have a bunch of these freaking donkeys and you won't know what to do with them. Shut up, you're not my dad. Okay. This? Oh, yes. I had just traded, I had a super cute, naturally dyed, light brown spotted mammoth donkey. It was a brown to pink fade. Perfect freaking combo. And I traded it for a thoroughbred IUH, which is not like a terrible trade. I probably could have gotten a little bit more. It was a brown one with a super cute pearly coat, so it made it a little bit better. But all of that is to say, I was very sad when I got done, because I was like, yay, I'm glad I have this thoroughbred, but I'm really sad because I really wanted this coat. And then somebody in one of the online groups was offering this coat. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that is the story of how chocolate milk came to live with me. I was really thankful too, because I did this freaking plush. Do you see this thing? It's huge. Massive little dove. and Chocolate Milk's little booty, let me get this thing out of here, was the perfect spot for it. We had to chase this little horsey down in the pasture last time, which, you know, is fine when we're in the inspect, but little Quill here is one of my first impulse $1 million buys at somebody's market. I would do it again in a heartbeat, absolutely, 100%. Like, not even a second thought. Even if it was like my last $1 million, I'd be like, I'll make it back. Come live with me. Little donkey of adorableness. It just, the coat, it just goes so well. The purples and the blues. The heart wants what the heart wants. This is a little bit of a break. That's all my donkeys, for now. I know, don't, she's like, don't, I'm shamed. I don't want to make eye contact with me right now, okay? I only have 3 ghost horses, so I wanted to just kind of tack them on to the end of this, because, you know, when you only have 3 of something, it's hard to make an entire video about it. But this is my black Ghost Mawari. Event Horizon. You think about the black hole where it starts to spaghettify you. That's this baby. She says, let's go. Alright, that was ridiculous. And since I had a black one, when I saw a white one at somebody's market, I was like, absolutely. You gotta have balance. Yin, yang. And this is Pulsar. Also rotates rapidly, just in a different way. We were going for a space theme, but she's pooping out flowers. No judgment. You do your thing, Pulsar. This poor thing needs trained. Swear to God, I had every single horse in my inventory trained, and then I was like, ooh, look, horses. And I'm back to having like almost 20 of them that need trained again. I have a hefty amount of training receipts though, so not mad. This was, I caught this baby. I forgot about that, actually. I thought that I had traded for it, but I remember I was really obsessed with Shires during this event, and I was like, okay, I need to get it was like, something, I can't remember, but I do remember this was like a specific one on my list, and when I saw it, I was like, no way. Not only is it a ghost Shire, but it's pink. My pink little baby. I dressed her up like a little gremlin going out on Halloween. Give me candy. You got any Kit Kats? I'm just kidding. Yes. I love this horse though. I have since kind of eased away from the Shires. Well, I tried to. The universe is friggin' sucking me back in lately with them. I have acquired quite a few Shires. Halfway against my will, but also I didn't fight it, so maybe not. We'll look at more of them later, because many of them are IUHs. I have IUH Shires. It's been like a year. I remember when I first started, I desperately wanted an IUH Shire, but you know, they expensive. They take money, and I just didn't have it. But slowly but surely, I was making it happen. I'll make an IUH video next, because if you'll look, you'll notice that my pasture is a bit lighter. I went on a trading spree and traded like 7 of these things for a Shire of the IUH capacity. So I guess it's about time that I show you all those. No? You don't think so, Fuji? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. And you're not my parent, so you can't really tell me yes or no. There you go, you understand. Good boy. Oh my gosh, this horsey. Alright, well that is all the donkeys and the 3 random ghost horses that live in my inventory. And I guess that concludes this video. Okay, thanks, bye!